WWE NXT star volunteers to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania 41. Randy Orton's WWE WrestleMania 41 spot is now in jeopardy. Last week, ahead of SmackDown, reports emerged about Kevin Owens' injury. Later, after the 4th of April episode of SmackDown, Kevin Owens shared the tragic news of his serious neck injury, and how he is now required to go under the knife. However, with the Prizefighter now out of his scheduled match against the Apex Predator, Orton's WrestleMania spot became questionable. This year, unlike last year's WrestleMania, where he faced Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, the Viper does not have a scheduled opponent. However, after Owens' announcement, as the Blue Brand's general manager, Nick Aldis, reacted to the news, fans saw Orton drop him with an RKO. With now just a few days left for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, NXT star Miles Bourne has teased filling in Owens' shoes. Responding to a fan on X Twitter asking for a match between Bourne and Orton, he said, "Not scheduled to compete at NXT Stand and Deliver on Saturday, April 19th, Bourne is technically available to fill the spot. However, his lack of actual main roster experience makes it highly unlikely to see Miles Bourne vs. Randy Orton at Mania 41. Former WWE Tag Team Champion always wanted to face Randy Orton. During an appearance on the 5-Count radio show in Mankato, Minnesota, former Raw Tag Team Champion Otis claimed he had always wanted to face Randy Orton in a singles match. "I've always wanted to get an angle with Randy in a singles. You get the two polar opposites. You got the good-looking, God-looking man Randy Orton versus the blue-collar man Otis. Let's get in the cage, brother." In other news, a current champion has reflected on his past tag team run with Baron Corbin. More stories. Randy Orton was followed by a giant sperm at WrestleMania 33. Randy Orton entered WrestleMania 33 as the challenger to Bray Wyatt and the WWE Championship. As he made his way to the ring, a viper-like animal was cast on the ramp. But was it a viper? I always took comfort in knowing, you know who never got cool entrances? Randy Orton. He's as badass as it gets because he never needed them either. Except one year, we talked about this before, WrestleMania 33. The ramp had graphics on it and I watched his match from a suite where my family was so I could look down. His graphic was a viper, but it just looked like a sperm. He knew right away. He knew in the afternoon. "I'm being followed by a giant sperm," recalled Owens while speaking to Robbie Fox on My Mom's Basement. Not only did sperm follow Orton to the ring, but maggots and worms were cast on the ring during his match with Wyatt. Not only did sperm follow Orton to the ring, but maggots and worms were cast on the ring during his match with Wyatt. Elsewhere during the interview, Owens revealed past WrestleMania entrance pitches he made. You can find his full comments by clicking here. Unfortunately, Owens will not get the chance to wrestle Orton at WrestleMania 41 as he will miss the event with a neck injury. Fans can find Owens' comments on his injury here. New Randy Orton WWE WrestleMania 41 matches to replace Kevin Owens. If Kevin Owens is unavailable for WrestleMania, why not partner up Randy Orton with one of the veteran free agents that WWE has reportedly signed? With vignettes teasing what appears to be the return of Aleister Black headed to WWE, he could absolutely sub in for a feud with Orton. Also an option. Reports have suggested that Rusev is also returning to WWE, another prospect to feud with Randy. Given the shared history from a previous era in WWE, there could definitely be emotional ground to cover to make the story even more compelling. With Kevin Owens delivering the unfortunate news that he'll be sidelined due to an upcoming need to have neck surgery, Randy Orton suddenly finds himself without a WrestleMania 41 opponent. Unfortunately, on this week's episode of SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis informed Orton that his match was off the card, leading to the Viper dropping Aldis with a thunderous RKO. It's not clear if Orton laid out Aldis to get a match or if he was simply frustrated. That said, if the former, fans are wondering who will step in to face Orton on the biggest stage of the year. Perhaps Aldis becomes the most obvious choice, but here are three possible, and compelling, replacement opponents WWE could line up for the Apex Predator at WrestleMania. If Nick Aldis is looking to make Orton pay for his RKO, he might not need to step into the ring himself. Instead, he could unleash a cold, calculated hitman in the form of the returning Aleister Black. This is a performer looking to make a statement, and Aldis would be looking to prove a point. Black is making headlines because he's reportedly on his way back to
Directions
WWE.
for Randy Orton on the road.
The company has been airing vignettes on
WrestleMania
SmackDown for a mystery personality.
Has been away from
Matt
WWE
Riddle sends a short
for
message to his
months.
former tag
He was
team
last
partner
seen
Randy
taking
Orton.
a banned piledriver
Matt
move
Riddle
from
and
former
Randy
teammate
Orton
Kevin
have shared an
Owens
iconic
that
yet
WWE
beloved
fans
tag
are
team
waiting for the
partnership in the
Viper to
history of
return to the ring.
WWE.
He missed the 2025
The friendship
Royal
between
Rumble,
the two
and
began
it looks like
in
he won't be back
2021,
for Elimination
and they aligned
Chamber
forces to form
with
RK
WrestleMania
Bro.
41 on the horizon.
Despite following
the creative
different
team
career
may want
paths
to
after
bring
the
Orton
Viper's
back
back
for
injury
a
and
major
Riddle's release
rivalry.
from the company
He could do
shortly
great
after,
things to make the
Riddle
show more
recently
enjoyable
expressed
for
high
fans.
regard by sending
Check
a
out the
two-word
4
message
directions
to
for
his
Randy
former
Orton
tag team
if he
partner
returns
through
on
a
the
tweet.
road to WrestleMania
The former
41. Randy
WWE
Orton
star's
could take
two-word
out Kevin
message
Owens to
instantly
set
got
up their
the fans
WWE
talking,
WrestleMania
as some have started
41 match.
speculating
Kevin
about an
Owens
RK
was the
Bro
one to
reunion
take out
shortly.
Randy Orton on
Riddle
November
and Orton
8th,
were not just powerful
2024
inside the
episode
squared
of
circle,
WWE
but their alliance
SmackDown.
extends
The two
beyond the
men
ring,
worked as a tag
Riddle's
team
heartfelt
before
wish
the
to his former
Prizefighter turned
tag
on
team
him.
partner
The
proves
Viper
it.
will likely come back
Taking to
for
his
revenge
ex account,
sooner rather
Riddle
than
sent
later.
his regards to the
WWE
Viper,
fans
who
could
turned
see him
45
appear
on
on
April
an
1st,
upcoming
with
episode
a
of
nostalgic clip
SmackDown
attached
either
from the
before
iconic triple
or
threat
after
match they
Elimination
once
Chamber.
fought against the
Orton
Alpha
could
Academy and
target
Team
Owens
Kevin
when he
Owens
is
and
looking
Seth
to
Rollins
injure
in
another
2022.
superstar. He could
The
hit him with the punt kick
39-year-old wrote,
and take him out
"Happy
for some
birthday"
time
at Randy
before
Orton.
the two meet
With
at
Riddle's
WrestleMania
unexpected
41
message came
to
the
settle their
swirling
differences.
speculations as fans
John
recalled
Cena
the
is
sincere
looking to
bond
set a
between the
new
two
record
wrestlers
for the
and
most
wondered if a
number of
reunion
world
between the
title
RK
wins
Bro was
in
on the
WWE.
horizon.
The
Randy
greatest of
Orton
all time
appreciates his
declared
former
his
tag
entry
team partner,
into the men's
Matt Riddle.
elimination
Rewinding
chamber
to
match
2023,
after falling
the
short
Viper made
in
an
the Royal
appearance
Rumble.
on the 2023
Randy Orton
edition of
could
Logan
look to
Paul's
stop his
Impulsive
best friend from
podcast and
reaching
truly
that
appreciated
milestone
the
in
efforts
his
Riddle
retirement
made to
tour.
make his
The
wrestling
Viper
days
could enter
easier
the
amid
chamber when a
severe back
star is
injury.
exiting and attack
Orton
Cena to
mentioned
cost
Riddle's
him his
constant
world title
efforts to
dream.
help him be
Attack
outside
John
the ring
Cena
as much as
inside the
possible due to
elimination
his
chamber
back injury.
to get into his
He
next
stated,
feud. The two
"Last
men
year,
could get
before I
into
had to
another
leave
bitter
because of the
rivalry
back,
to
I
entertain
was in a
fans.
tag team with
They could
former
have a blockbuster
WWE
match at the show
superstar
of
Matt
shows
Riddle.
before John Cena
And I've got
calls
to
it a
give him
day.
props.
It would be
because
great
that
to
year
see
we
the
tagged
two
together.
veterans
I was not
reignite
able to
their
be in that ring
decades of
unless I was
rivalry.
in there with
Randy
someone
Orton
like
could
him.
team up with Sami
Because he
Zayn
was able
and
to
Cody
take
Rhodes.
the brunt of the physicality,
Randy Orton
he'd
isn't
tag
the
me at the
only
end.
top star
I'd
Kevin
come in and
Owens
do
has
my
targeted in his
asterisk
current
asterisk
reign as a
asterisk.
heel.
If it
He
wasn't
has
for
also
him,
hit
I wouldn't
Sami
have made
Zayn
it that
and
far.
Cody Rhodes with the
Randy
banned
Orton
package
names which
piledriver move to
WrestleMania
injure them.
41
The
night
Viper
he
could
will
return
face
to
Kevin
recruit
Owens.
Rhodes
Randy
and
Orton
Zayn to
has
join
revealed
him
the date of
and
his
create a
WWE
babyface
WrestleMania
supergroup.
41
They could then
match
target
against
Kevin
Kevin
Owens,
Owens.
and if he joins the
Orton and
Prizefighter,
Owens are set
Drew
to face each
McIntyre
other
to
in
take
Las
him out.
Vegas after an
Forming a
intense
supergroup
rivalry that
just
started
before
when Owens
WrestleMania
brutally attacked
would
the
allow
Viper and
all
hit him with a
three
package
men to
piledriver
stay
that sidelined
busy for
Orton
some
for
time.
several months.
The final match
The
could take place
14-time
between
world champion
Orton and
returned to
Owens at
exact revenge
WrestleMania
on Owens
41.
at Elimination
The Viper
Chamber,
could
and the
return
two
to
have
team
been
up
at
with
each other's
Cody
throats ever
Rhodes
since.
to solve the Kevin Owens
During the
problem.
March 28th
However,
episode
he
of
could turn
Friday
on his
Night
former
SmackDown,
teammates sooner
Owens caused
rather
a
than
distraction
later.
that led to
Randy
Orton
Orton
losing his
could
match against
backstab
Drew
Cody
McIntyre.
Rhodes, especially if
Following
John
the
Cena
match,
wins
Orton
the
attacked
Elimination
him and
Chamber
attempted
match
to
to
deliver a
challenge
punt
him
kick,
at
but Owens
WrestleMania
scarpered.
41. He could
After
continue
the show,
to attack
an
both
angry
men
Orton cut an
and convince them
emotional
to make the
promo in which
contest
he
a triple
revealed that he
threat
will be
match at the
facing
show
Owens
of
on night
shows,
one of
adding a vicious
WrestleMania
heel to a
41.
babyface
I was
rivalry
out
between
for
Cody
freaking
Rhodes
months because
and
Kevin
John Cena
Owens
would
dropped
make
me on
sense.
my head.
Fans could
4
also
months,
get
no
behind the
matches.
entire storyline.
For 4
As
months,
a win for
the
Randy
ring
Orton
rust
or
started
John
to build
Cena
up,
would be sweet
but
for
now,
diehard
I'm
fans.
out. The match is set.
WWE News
Owens Orton
and rumor
WrestleMania.
roundup.
Piledriver versus
Unfortunate
punt
update
kick.
on Randy Orton's
He is
hiatus.
just only going to
Plan
nip,
WrestleMania
nip,
41
nip,
match
nip
scrapped.
away at me until
Welcome
I
to the
kick him
latest
so
edition
hard
of
come the day on
Sportskeeda Wrestling's
WrestleMania, the
WWE
grandest
News
stage of them
and
all.
rumor roundup.
I'm going to send his
Today,
head clear
we
over
have
the
some
freaking
huge
roof.
stories regarding
Just
WrestleMania
wait and
41.
watch. Night 1,
Some planned matches
WrestleMania
for the show
4.
of shows might
Kevin
not happen.
Owens. Your
There's
A
also
is
a
mine.
backstage update
HT
on
Wrestling
Randy
Inc.
Orton,
also on
albeit not a
SmackDown.
positive
It was
one.
revealed that
So,
CM Punk
without
versus
further
Seth
ado,
Rollins versus
let's get
Roman
into today's
Reigns will main
roundup.
event one of the nights at
WWE may
WrestleMania
change their
41.
plans plans for Drew McIntyre.
Kevin
at
Owens
WrestleMania
shares why he
41.
respects Randy
Drew
Orton.
McIntyre was
Despite their
reportedly
ongoing
frustrated
rivalry,
following the Royal
Owens
Rumble
has
for a
opened
number
up
of
on
reasons.
his respect for the
One of them
Apex
was
Predator.
WWE's
In an
plans for
interview
him
with Alex
at
McCarthy
WrestleMania
of Daily
41,
Mail,
with the
Owens
Scottish
commented on
Warrior
his relationship
seemingly
with
listed
Orton
for a
and what
match
it means
against
to him
Damian Priest.
professionally and personally.
This has caused severe
Claiming to
backlash
respect
online,
the Viper the most
which
in
may
the
have
locker
forced a
room,
potential
Owens
rethink.
claimed,
Fans
the
believe
nature of
McIntyre
professional
deserves
wrestling
a
is that
bigger
we end
match
up
at
on
WrestleMania
opposite sides of the
41,
ring and
given
once
his
in a
stellar
while we will
body of
team.
work over the past
As
year.
far as